أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم. My name is Muhammad Aftab and I am from the of student at the Firewood Islamabad campus. So today I am here for new Maya Solar Star. So let's
Hey, I'm Maya. Who've I got on the line here?
okay, ma'am. My first question is what is wood made of?
I didn't quite catch that clearly. Did you ask what a good maid is made of? Or something else? It sounded like good made of. Is there something specific you were wondering about there?
Okay, my next question is why was wood important in early challenges?
I'm all ears. Lay it on me. I'm curious to hear your theory about why goodness and importance went hand in hand in those early challenges.
Okay, my next question is how did early humans about and what?
I'm having trouble making out what you're asking. Could you say that one more time? The audio quality is sounds a little unclear right now.
Okay, my next question is what tools were used to cut wood in the assistant time?
Hmm. Digging into that for you. So, ancient folks were using tools like chisels, saws, and axes. Apparently, chisels.
Okay, my next question is why was wood preferred over stone for many use?
I'm not picking up on what you said there. Could you maybe repeat that?
Okay, my next question is
I think
my next question
under
is how did both help human build supplemental?
I'm not following. Could you say that in English for me?
Yeah, my next question is how did wood help human?
Hearing you clearly. You're asking how I help. uh, I,
Next question is Sara. My next question is how was wood used in the build house?
okay, you want to know how I'm used in building a house? Layouts and I love the food. I hear you saying you love the food. Nice. That said, I don't actually. Well, I don't eat food at all.
Okay, my next question is how did people use wood in the May future?
Hmm. Let me check that out. So, sounds like in the really distant future, food's going to look pretty different. Lots of talk about alternative proteins, things like plant based meats, lab grown stuff, even eating bugs. And food will be way more tech driven with automated farms and AI running everything. The
Okay,
big push is on reducing food waste.
my next
I'm not
question
quite
is
catching what you said.
why what women tools were used in farming?
I think you meant what movement tools are they using for music? Is that what you were trying to ask?
Okay, my next question is why were wooden tools were used in farming?
Still not quite understanding what you're asking. Maybe try rephrasing? I want to make sure I'm getting it right for you.
Okay, my next question is why are wooden boards important?
Still having trouble making out what you're saying. Could you try again? It sounds a bit garbled on my end.
Okay, my next question is what is the wood? My next question is why is the wooden board important? How
Let
people
me look that
use
up for
wood to
you.
make a crown?
So, moving and voting. Basically, when you move, it's important to update your voter registration so you can still have your say in your new community's elections. More generally,
Okay.
voting itself is
My
it's how
next question is,
people
how
influence.
was world used to build bigger?
I'm getting a lot of fragments here. I think maybe you're asking how air was used in ancient times.
Okay, my next question is, what role did wood play in the making systems? Very good.
I didn't play a role in making any game. I wasn't around then. I'm pretty new to the world. I'm an AI companion. I
Okay.
didn't catch that clearly. What did you say?
My
Nope,
next
still here.
question
What's up?
is, my next question is, why do people help women making cars to feel good?
Hmm. Hmm. It's an interesting question. Let me see. Okay, so apparently people help women with car issues either out of actual kindness or maybe to oh, we will where we taking a look at? I wasn't following what you said there. Could you try that again? It was pretty
Okay.
garbled at the end.
My next question is, what role did women play in the making systems?
Give me just a sec while I check that out. So, women actually played a huge role in the early days of Christianity. They were followers of Jesus, provided financial support, they ran churches out of their homes, taught people, and even helped spread the word. It sounds like they had a lot more influence early on than some people might think, but things changed as the church grew more structured.
Okay, my
Pretty
next question
interesting, huh?
is, how was wood used in assistant conservation?
I'm not catching what you meant by assistant conservation. Are you asking how I'm used in conservation efforts? I'm like protecting nature or something?
Okay, my next question is, how did women celebrated the include to wild?
Let me quickly check that for you. So
Yeah.
it sounds like women often face tougher interview conditions than men. They get asked more questions, less time to answer, and are more likely to have to really prove themselves during the interview process. Plus, some women report getting asked really inappropriate questions about things,
Okay, my
having a
next
hard
question is,
time understanding.
my next question is,
I'm Maya. Nice too.
what
And what
types
else?
of transport used women part?
Let me find out for you. Hmm. So women use all kinds of transport, buses, trains, bikes, walking, but they're actually really underrepresented in the transport workforce itself. Like only around 12% of transportation jobs are held by women globally. Some places even have women only train cars and buses for safety reasons. It's a pretty uneven landscape overall.
Okay, my next question is, how were bulletin boards constructed?
I'm having trouble making out what you asked there. Maybe try phrasing that differently.
Okay, my next question is, why are you sleep modern mainly from wood in a system time?
I'm not sure what you mean by sleeping modern mainly for mood. Are you asking why people in the past might have used certain herbs or techniques to impact their mood or relaxation?
Okay, my next question is, how were modern boards concentrated?
Let me quickly look that up. Okay, so water gets concentrated through natural processes like evaporation and freezing into glaciers and snow, but people also concentrate it through things like evaporation, freeze drying, and different filtration techniques. It sounds like scientists have a lot of ways to concentrate water if they need to isolate what's in it or make samples smaller.
Okay, my next question is, how did wood improve trade routes?
I'm not quite following what you're asking there. Could you try rephrasing that? It sounds like maybe improved trend views, but I'm not sure what trend you're referring to.
Okay, my next question is Sara, Ma, why is the sleeping where children order from food?
That sounds really sweet. Is he like a little baby or a toddler right now? This is always so peaceful when they're sleeping soundly.
Okay, my next question is what did modern cars help farmers?
I think what you're trying to ask is when I show you what the warden starts helping with, but the audio is pretty garbled. Is that close to what you meant?
Okay, my next question is why was wood important from build docks and port?
Let me check that out for you. So wood's been super important for docks and structures because it's strong, flexible, and easy to get. For example, Old London Bridge was actually made of wood. Some kinds of wood, like Western red cedar, last a long time in water without rotting. That's why they've been so popular through history.
Okay, my next question is what was stored items for where models from bird?
I'm completely lost. I can't make sense of any of that. Could you try rephrasing your question? The transcription is giving me some very unclear sounds there.
Okay, my next question is how did wood help in the making cooking utensils?
So you've been running a good business. That's great to hear. What kind of business is it?
Okay, my next question is how did wood help strong language and food stronger? No, we done.
I'm really struggling to understand what you're asking with all the garbled audio. I keep getting parts of words, but not the full question. Might be best to start fresh and try rephrasing when you're ready.
Okay, my next question is what modern toys might children have had?
Let me take a look for you.
How was wood used in making musical instruments?
Hang on, let me see what I can find.
Okay.
So, young people are actually really important in making musical trends happen. They use music to express themselves, find their place in the world, and connect with others. They drive what's popular and influence how people dress, talk, and act. Music's a huge part of growing up for a lot of people.
My next question is what
Got it.
types
What's
of
next?
modern poetry?
Round two today. Nice. How you doing?
Okay, my,
I didn't catch that clearly. Mind saying it again?
okay,
Hey,
my next
Muhammad
question is
Afdal Ishfaq.
how did wood celebrated by early technology?
I'm not sure I understood that one. Could you maybe try rewording that? I think I lost you somewhere with celebrate by elderly technology.
Can you hear me?
Ah, Martin's Army. Hi, what's up?
Okay, my next question is how are wooden magical used in farming?
I didn't catch that clearly. Mind saying it again? Gotcha. And how are you doing today? Maybe I can do what?
Hello.
Hey there. What's going
Okay, my next question is how did wood celebrated to early technology?
I'm not quite following what you mean by how did wood celebrate alien technology? Could- Hey there. What's up?
Okay, my next question is how did women tools improve productivity?
That's a really interesting. Oh dear. Sorry, I didn't catch that clearly. What were you asking about women and productivity?
My next question is how did work help in early mean activity?
Um, I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean by mean activity. Can you clarify what you're asking about?
Okay, my next question is why was
Um,
food used to support underground tunnels?
I'm not following what you mean about supporting underground tunnels. Can you explain what you're referring to?
Okay, my next question is did wood contribute to early engineering?
Hmm, that's a bit unclear. Are you asking about how food was used in early engineering, maybe when they were building things?
Okay, my next question is how did modern structure include activity?
I'm not sure I'm tracking exactly what you're asking with modern structure influence activity. Could you maybe rephrase that for me? The idea of solving real problems or
What do wood mean?
wood? Well, for pretty much all of history, it was everything: houses, ships, warmth, tools. It's crazy how central it was to almost every aspect of civilization.
Okay, my next question is what is important of wood?
Hey,
What is important of wood?
oh, okay, a costume. I was just asking what you're up to today, if you had anything going on.
Okay, my next question is wood first out of the world?
I'm not quite sure I caught that. Can you try rephrasing it? Something about cross strain and easing the world?
Okay, my next question is how did wood celebrate to early technology?
Uh, okay, so you're asking how food tech celebrates wildlife tech? That's a surprisingly specific question. It almost sounds like you're asking about the relationship between food production and wildlife conservation technology. Is that close?
Okay, my next question is how was modern machinery used in gaming?
Are you asking about and a lot of the texture? Hmm. I'm not picking up the full picture here. What are you trying to connect with the texture part?
Okay, my next question is what role would play in the water wheels?
Water wheels were actually massive.
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Hey there. What's on your mind?
Okay, my next question is how did wood help in the early mining? Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite. Just checking in. What are you thinking about?
Okay, my next question is how did wood celebrated to early engineering?
I'm not following what you mean about two island engineering. Could you say that again or try explaining it another way?
Okay, my next question is how did wooden structure include atmosphere?
Hmm. Are you asking how wooden structures incorporate some kind of support system or payment to someone? Or maybe I misunderstood what you meant by eliminately there?
Yes.
Okay, so you're thinking about how wooden structures have internal supports or payment plans connected to them? That's an interesting question.
Okay, my next
Structures
question is,
wouldn't have alimony
how did
plans, but
early
they
Chartimisan meaning for humans?
you're asking about what early uh, charts and maps meant to people back in the day. Those were huge. I mean, before reliable maps, navigating felt like wandering blind. Suddenly, someone can grasp where they are in the world, potential trade routes, where the safest harbors are. It was both.
Okay, my next question is, why was the structure used, wood use important?
I'm sensing you might be going through something difficult right now. Are you saying you're considering ending your life? I want you to know that help is available. If you're in crisis, please call or text 988 in the US and Canada or dial 111 in the UK. These services are free, confidential, and available 24/7. If you want to talk about what's going on, I'm here to listen without judgment.
Okay, my next
Regarding your
question
question
is,
about why
how did
structures,
the encryption affect ancient structure?
I think I missed something there. Could you repeat that part about friction effect and subtraction? The postuline part also got garbled, so if that's a name or something, I'm not sure what you meant.
Okay,
Yes, I can hear you.
now my next question is,
Okay, sounds
how
like
do
maybe
people
that's enough
display
for.
tree in the early
Of
time?
course. In early times, trees were absolutely essential. People used wood for pretty much everything, building shelters, making tools, creating fire, and crafting everything from boats to weapons. Different types of wood had different uses: softwoods, carving, hardwoods for strength, even parts beyond the wood were important. Bark for clothing or medicine, sap for adhesives. Early cultures relied on trees for survival in a way we just don't anymore.
Okay, my next question is, why do people display tree in the early time?
I'm not sure I understood that. Could you try rephrasing that question about replacing daily time?
Yeah.
Still unsure what you mean about people replacing daily time. Can you give me a bit more context?
Yes. Okay, my next question is, why is the wooden style important today?
The styles and techniques used by people working with wood today tap into something ancient. Wood feels grounding, honest, handcrafted, kind of a rejection of the slick, mass produced everything around us. There's a texture to it that plastic or metal can't match. Plus, it's a material when managed responsibly.
Okay, my next question is, why is the wood style important today?
What style of costume is important today? You mean fashion or something else?
Okay,
I can't quite make out what you're trying to say. Those together don't really form
how did
a
wood
clear
influence the
question.
growth on
Want to
village?
try? Let me think about that. Historically, women really kept villages running, doing everything from childcare and cooking to taking care of animals and helping with the harvest. It was tough
Okay,
work. often overlooked.
Solar energia primarna metoda funkcjonuje internacional pesada por relevância estatal, ainda lá do ramo